Hi guys, I'm Shmee. Hello and welcome back to the channel where today I've got a rather curious errand to run. So given the time of year and the warm up towards Christmas, my parents have asked me if I could go along and help them out collecting their annual Christmas tree. And by tree, they normally go for something pretty tall. We're talking 8 foot, that's about 2 meters and 40 centimeters. So I was thinking maybe I could take the sensible approach and go in one of the Focus RS's, the Heritage or the Red, or what about taking the Aston Martin? Now outside, it's a lovely day today, and I've not really driven my Vantage GT8 all that much recently, so this has the potential to be the noisiest ever Christmas tree delivery. As I take this car out, we work out how to strap an 8-foot tree to the roof of it, and then go drop it off at home. So let's get started, jump in the car, fire it up, and go pick up a Christmas tree. The fundamental problem is that the GT8 is quite literally one of the least appropriate cars that I could possibly be using today to go and pick up a Christmas tree. It's a super rare, limited edition Aston Martin. There are only 150 units of them in the entire world, and mine is a completely unique specification in the cobalt blue with the Gulf orange contrasting accents. And above all else, it has the titanium exhaust. It is monstrously noisy, and given it's been parked for a while, that means we are very shortly to have a full cold start. Now, the more sensible option might have been to take one of the practical hatchbacks in the Focus RS's, or to get an estate car or an SUV, because most importantly for today's task, this is a strict two-seater. There is not exactly the luggage space back here to fit a tree that is over 2 meters tall. It has to go on the roof. Now, I've got some plans for this. It's going to sit up here, being tied down towards the wing, resting on the roof, strapped around between the windows. And don't forget that the paintwork has the Topaz skin, the paint protection film from Topaz Detailing to look after it. And then, well, what else is a ginormous rear spoiler for, if not to tie down the trunk of a Christmas tree? So that's the plan at the moment. Of course, back here down at the bottom, we have that exhaust system, which just sounds brutal, the ginormous tips that you have in the center. So basically, it should be quite a fun outing today. So let's take a step inside at the moment. We've got our doors that open that away. Take a seat in here, the 6-speed manual. It's a proper driving enthusiast car, this. And, well, let's jump in and basically fire it up. So I need to grab the key from my pocket, pop it into the ECU in the center, and you'll be able to hear the noise that this makes. I've talked in other videos about this car so many times before, but having not driven it since, I don't know, it might even have been 2 or 3 months now since I last took it out of the garage, it is just absolutely hilarious. The noise of the exhaust. I've got the fuse switch opened at the moment, it's the middle of the day, it's a lovely day, and it is so loud inside here. In fact, putting the window down, it doesn't get any louder. You just have that constant noise, and this is low revs while we warm it all up. Maybe I can blip a downshift here. Yes, it's so good. Oh, we've got some squeaky brakes going on though, because obviously they've been sitting. So, fun drives ahead. I love it so much. It all gets so much better though when you get out of the city and you can put your foot down and just do a bit of this. Honestly, second up to 4th there. It's just the relentless sound. Drop it down to 3rd, drop it down to 2nd. Nothing is better than this. And the best sign is the national speed limit starts down to 2nd, up towards the red line. Yeah! The best thing about this car is that it's so loud that it makes it feel like you're racing around, even though your speeds are actually quite reasonable. I'm not necessarily sure it's going to be quite so sensible to do that kind of thing with a Christmas tree on the top of the car, but we'll see what this is like. Anyway, I'm nearly at the first stop where I need to pick up some bungee cords and ropes and things that we can use to actually tie it down when we've got the tree. First objective complete. I've picked up a couple of ratchets and bungee cords. I'm not entirely sure what exactly I'll need, so I've gone for more rather than too few. Hopefully that's going to do the job, and I've also got a few blankets and things as well to protect the top and the rear window. But as you can see, it is a lovely day, so let's head over and pick up a Christmas tree. It just has the cement old school feeling, the heavy steering, and this, all of this. There's just not much else out there that has this old school, heavy steering, heavy feel, firm clutch pedal, and then that noise up to the red line is just, how else do you put it into words? Drop the gear, and away we go again. It's totally unique. And here we are, and I'm not gonna lie, I think this might be up there with some of the stupidest things I've ever done for YouTube videos, but let's head on in and go and pick a tree and then work out how to fit it onto the roof. And the first mission in a car park like this is always to find somewhere at the very back where you know that your doors are safe. It's looking really busy. It is Christmas time after all. And that is exactly how you do it. Park in the very back corner of the car park with no other cars around you at all, and then head in past everyone else. And it's really quite bright with a very low sun because of course it is December. But we'll go see if we can find exactly what we're looking for. And here we go then. Christmas trees are plenty, but we have come to get one of these, a 7 to 8 foot Nordman tree. So we need to pick one out and then take it over to be packaged up. So I will choose one of these and then get it wrapped up. We have made our choice then. As you can see, quite significantly taller than I am. But let's try to get this through this machine so that we can go and try and get it on the car. And as if by magic, there we have it. That's our Christmas tree to take from here. This then is the easy bit. I'm a little bit conscious of the actual weight of the tree itself. I didn't really think about that before. But I think this is going to work. Fingers are definitely crossed, and it should be entertaining whatever we do. So the car is beautifully down there in the sunshine, actually. So let's head on down and give it a go. Before cracking on with this, there's one more thing to let you guys know about. So this week, again, I have taken over BOTBs in the headlights section. So I've chosen 4 different supercars that are available to be won in this week's competition. Those are the Ferrari 488 GTB, the Lamborghini Huracan LP610-4, we've also got the McLaren 600 LT, and also the Lamborghini Urus. And one of you could be winning one of those when the competition closes this Sunday, the 23rd of December at midnight. And then I'll be there with BOTB to announce the winner on Monday the 24th. Someone could be winning a supercar for Christmas this year. Tickets start from just 85 pence and they're open to entrants worldwide over 16. But now, let's crack on with this. You'll find all the information about that in the description down below and see if we can get this tree onto the roof of the GT8. To prepare, I've put a very thick microfiber on the wing with a bungee just to hold it for the moment. I'm going to build that up again a little bit more. We've got a doggy towel on the roof, of course with the PPF, but that's the basis, that's where we're going to begin with. And then, if I can work out how to pick this up, we are going to take this round and put it on top of the car, and fortunately it's not too heavy, so somehow, delicately, oh, there we go. One times Christmas tree on the roof of an Aston Martin. Now to straighten it out and get everything set. A short while later and mission success. We have the Christmas tree now fully corded down. So I bought a ratchet here which can hold up to 400 kilos. We've wrapped it around the tree. Obviously used some towels to protect the car because at the end of the day I don't want to damage the car in any way. The windows can go almost all the way up, and at the back of the car, just come in and look, we've simply padded out the rear spoiler a little bit more, used a couple of bungees on the thicker branches from the tree itself, and it's basically not going anywhere. So now that means it's time for me to jump back in the car, start it up, and get on the road. This is definitely up there with amusing things that I have done while making videos for my YouTube channel, although I'm being very concerned just to make sure that it doesn't move around or anything on the roof, just to make sure that everything is absolutely fine, because some damage to the roof would not be cool right here. But so far so good, everything looks like it's just about holding on, so we will head on out. I wonder how quickly I can drive safely with a Christmas tree on the roof of the car. That's something that I definitely need to consider about, but otherwise all is normal. I've just got a cord along behind my head that's holding the Christmas tree in place. So, in a second we can turn on out and put the foot down and have a whole lot of noise from the GT8. colours are super cool. Obviously the bright blue, the bright orange in the afternoon sunshine, now with a dark green Christmas tree on the top as well. Just does not stand up at all. Yep, that guy gave a look like, what are you playing at? And how can you blame him? This is, well, it just feels a little bit silly and fun, which is part of what Christmas is about, right? Being with the family, which is of course what I'm doing now, heading home for lunch, and yeah, getting there to set up the Christmas tree. To everyone else, this must just be so odd. An Aston Martin with a Christmas tree on the top. Why would you take a car like this to go and buy your Christmas tree? It does not make any sense whatsoever. But then, well actually, to be honest, most people who have a car like this probably do have something more sensible to drive instead of their Aston Martin GT8s. But hey, it's about doing something fun, and I don't think you can really do something that's much more fun than this. So just drop the downshift. Oh, thought those guys might have been coming this way. Oh look, we happen to have a convenient little tunnel bridge that we're going to be going under, which means, put the clutch in. I love the sound of this car. So I'm going to be careful putting the window back up. Obviously I do not want to crush it onto the cloths that I've got to protect the car. And then, out onto the motorway. Definitely the noisiest ever moving Christmas tree. Got a thumbs up from them. They were loving it. In fact, I think most people that actually go past, no, that guy's not interested at all. Most people, though, have been really quite engaged by this because it's unusual, it's different. Putting smiles on people's faces for this Christmas. Hey, one of you might have a massive smile with the BOTB details. Of course, information about that down below. It just feels so silly, and then countryside with a Christmas tree on the roof. Who does this? Why? It makes no sense, but it's still so much fun. I just wish I could see more of it. I mean, you guys are seeing it on the video. I have not at this moment really been able to see what this looks like on the road, and I'd kind of love to have been in another car myself, but hey, it's been pretty entertaining. I'm looking forward to looking back at these clips. All untied then, so let's give this a lift and remove it from the car. There we go. If by magic, we are now home with the 8-foot Christmas tree. One Christmas tree set and ready to be decorated, to get the lights, the tinsel, the baubles, to bring it into the Christmas spirit, and hopefully, come Christmas Day, to have some presents found underneath as well. A very random one, I know, but quite a fun day to go pick it up with the GT8. Normally getting the tree would not be something that you would remember, but I don't think I'll forget in a hurry, taking the Aston and putting it on the roof. We're going to have to hoover up to get rid of some of the needles underneath, and also, alongside, some of you might recognise this. Well, last Christmas, like I do with my cars, I gave my dad a 1:18 scale model of his then V12 Vantage with his number plate on the front, which of course has now been changed to a DB11, so maybe that has to be the cheeky present that comes in this time around. Anyway, thank you very much for watching as always, guys. Don't forget the link down below over to BOTB if you'd like to know more about their competition and the In the Headlights cars this week. But that's it for this time. I'll see you again very soon. Have a very Merry Christmas. Cheers.